Yo, what's up otakus, and welcome to a video on Haikyuu. In this video, I'll be reviewing and analyzing both the anime and the manga of Haikyuu. So let's get started. So, a junior high school student named Shoyo Hinata becomes obsessed with volleyball after watching a player called Little Giant on TV, playing for Karasuno High School. Though inexperienced, Hinata is quite athletic. He joins the school's volleyball club only to find out that he's the only member, as he tries to convince the other students to help him practice. In the third year junior high school, some of Hinata's friends agree to join him to compete in a tournament. They instantly lose in the first match against a team which had Tobio Kageyama, a skilled setter nicknamed the King of the Court. Hinata then gets accepted to Karasuno High School, but is shocked to discover that Kageyama has also chosen to attend the same school. Karasuno is revealed to have lost its reputation as a powerhouse school and is often referred to as the Wingless Crows. Then some practice matches take place. Hinata and Kageyama start developing a bond. The other teammates are shown, including Daichi the captain, Sugamama, Asahi the ace, my favorite character Tsukishima, and of course the manager Shimizu and the two coaches. After that, the inter-high tournament starts. The Karasuno girls volleyball team loses the first match. Just wanted to give them a quick shout out. Anyways, the boys team however does make it through some matches and faces off against Dade Tech with some really strong blockers and wins. The team however loses to Aoba Josai, which is a strong setter and server Oikawa, and loses the match, concluding Season 1. Season 2, Karasuno gets a new manager named Yachi Hitoka and can go to Tokyo to practice along with some other high school teams that made it to the nationals. However, only the players who pass in the upcoming exams get to do so. Hinata and Kageyama take the help of Tsukishima, Yamaguchi, and Yachi and still fail in one subject each. But they still get to go for the practice anyway. Oh, and Hinata and Kageyama also meet the powerhouse of Shiratorizawa, Ushijima Wakatoshi or Ushiwaka, and Hinata does some badass stuff. At Tokyo, Karasuno goes up against different teams with players like Bokuto and Akashi from Fukurudani, Kuro and Kenma from Nekoma, and more. After lots of practice and learning from the other teams, it's time for the spring high school tournament. Karasuno does a really good job and makes its way to the semifinals, facing off against Aoba Josai. But this time Karasuno wins, including Season 2, and setting the stage for Karasuno vs Shiratorizawa for the finals in Season 3. Karasuno and Shiratorizawa have a really tough battle with each other, Ushiwaka of course being an extremely tough opponent. My guy Tsukishima does block him once though. Anyways, Ushijima isn't the only tough opponent. There's others like Tendo Satori, the guest monster. After 5 sets of a full-fledged match, Karasuno ends up winning, making its way to the nationals. Season 4 Part 1. Karasuno prepares for the nationals, and the first years get selected to a training camp and get to meet more fantastic people like Sakusa and Hoshiomi. Season 4 Part 2. Karasuno faces off against Inarizaki as another tough battle, especially with the Miya twins, Osamu and Atsumu, and other players like Arana and Suna, and wins. Now, here comes the manga part, so spoiler alert. Karasuno faces off against Nekoma next and wins after another heated battle. After that, Hinata actually meets his role model or idol, the Little Giant or Tenma Urai, and realizes that he has stopped playing volleyball. In the next match, however, versus Kamo Medai, the team with Hoshiomi Korai, the match goes well, but Hinata gets sick, so he has to leave the match in the third set, and Karasuno loses at the top 8. In the next 2 years, Yamaguchi does get to become the captain, which is pretty cool. We have the notorious time skip. Hinata goes to Brazil and learns how to play beach volleyball with the locals, as it's harder with the sand and the wind. After practicing and learning, he heads back to Japan. We get to see many other characters in the futures. For example, Tanaka marries Kyoko, Daichi becomes a police officer, Kenma's a pro gamer, stock trader, YouTuber, and a member of the Bouncing Ball Corp. Finally, we have a match between Black Jackals and Schweden Adlers, Hinata being a member of the former while Kageyama the latter. The both teams have some powerful players. Hinata's team consists of himself, Atsumu, Sakusa, Bokuto, and Adria Thomas, while Kageyama's team has Romero from Brazil, Wakatoshi, and Hoshiomi Korai. After an excellent match, the Black Jackals win, concluding this season. Now let's talk about the best things in Haikyuu. First up, we got the themes of the matches in Haikyuu. Every important match in Haikyuu follows some theme or philosophy that is related to and applicable in real life. For example, the Karasuno vs Seijo matches representing the theme of rivalry, and the Karasuno vs Shiratorizawa showing how the underdogs can defeat the most powerful antagonists if they are determined and dedicated. Next, it also provides us with a lot of values which can be applied not only in volleyball but also in real life. Like if you look up Haikyuu quotes, you'll find many, but you actually gotta follow them instead of just adding them to your Instagram or TikTok posts or whatever. Shut up! The best thing about Haikyuu, however, is its character focus and development. Instead of giving the spotlight to a few, Haikyuu focuses on almost every character, that too in depth, and a lot of them change and develop as well over time. So much so that even I can make entire single character analysis videos like a lot of people have already done. There's basically a whole roster of characters from which you can pick one and relate to. The energetic and intense people can relate to characters like Hinata and Nishinoya. The quiet and reserved ones can relate to characters like Kenma. The witty ones can relate to characters like Kuro. The unique ones to characters like Yamaguchi, and so on. In my case, the one character whom I can relate to the most is of course Tsukishima. The reason? Puberty hit me hard. I just saw myself turning from an optimistic, cheerful, energetic, and hyperactive kid into this cold, emotionless, overly critical, and sometimes even a pessimistic guy. That's not it, however. I've also become more productive, rational, and decisive compared to before. And about the past me, he's still deep inside of me. That's why I'm working on enhancing my positives rather than focusing on my negatives, and also adding a bit of the past me whenever required and becoming the best version of myself, which is what Tsukishima is trying to do as well, so it's extremely relatable. And we can also see that in his character development. This is how Haikyuu allows us to find ourselves in these characters, which makes it more interesting to watch. That's why it's the ultimate best thing about Haikyuu. So, to conclude, Haikyuu is a great sports anime or manga, a great anime or manga about volleyball, but it looks beyond just volleyball and makes these themes, values, and concepts relatable and applicable to real life as well. It's a great show / manga. It's just pretty damn good. I mean, I literally tried to play volleyball and actually joined a team because of it. So I was just a substitute and my team lost in the first match. But I'll be looking forward to more chances. I wanted to give it a perfect score, but it isn't perfect according to me because of the fact that it does not have a clear winner in the end. And a lot of the times the characters just feel way too much, like feel way too intensely, and are kind of annoying. So overall, it's a 9 out of 10. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, then why not leave a like and or subscribe, or even share it with a friend of yours. And also, you can check out more videos like this. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sayonara and Matane.